Hey Sean, this is Larry Powell, Circle P Marketing. I know you were talking to my wife Lexi this weekend. Wanted to get this screencast over to you, kind of going over what competition looks like for roofing in Dallas-Fort Worth area. We'll kind of look at what your competitors are doing, and then go from there. So looking at your guys' Facebook page, obviously, first thing I noticed, I did see you have your website linked here, but it's actually this link is taking us to a page. Is it going to work this time? Last couple of times it's been saying not available. Yeah, there we go. So it doesn't look like you currently have this domain paid for up to date. So that's definitely something you'd want to do. That is a great domain. We look for exact match domain. So Roofing Service Fort Worth is a great domain to have. So getting that updated and attached to whatever site you decide to go with would definitely be the best route for you to go. Looking at what competition is doing, I have a tool I use called Ahrefs. And this tool allows me to see a lot of different things, but one of them is keywords that people are searching for that your competitors are already ranking for. So looking at roofing companies in Fort Worth, there's 300 search volume right now. Fort Worth repair, roof repair, there's 250. 150 for roofing company, Fort Worth, Texas. So there's definitely a lot of potential here when it comes to gaining new clients through a website and SEO services. So first one I went for is because of that 300 search volume, we're going to be looking at roofing companies in Fort Worth. So looking at roofing companies Fort Worth, I'll just kind of run through all this real quick. So this is your Google guaranteed. This really doesn't do you too much to pay to get into this Google guaranteed. Really, you're better off still to be in this organic rankings here and within the map pack here. This is all paid advertising here as well. So this is people paying to have their websites right there at the top. And this is actually showing local stuff to myself here in Eugene. But that is a possibility if you did want to do that for the Dallas-Fort Worth area. That is always an option. If you are going to do it, definitely I'd recommend going through somebody who's been doing that. If you call Google to set that up, oftentimes you'll end up spending way more money than what you would because they're the masters of helping you spend your money as fast as possible. So getting your website and your business listed in this Google Maps pack, this is how you get ranked in this is a combination of citations. So what that is your name, address, and phone number. And then also getting organically ranked in here would definitely be how you're going to be able to gain the most amount of clients coming to your guys' website. So looking at competition-wise, the top ranked site is Pitt's Roofing. So looking at their site, it's a decent site. Kind of what the gold standard is for websites is you have at least 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on this homepage. And so they obviously aren't reaching that. There was a recent study done by Google where they tallied up like 1 million different websites and looked at all the top ranked ones, and they found that at least that 1,500 to 2,000 words is kind of the gold standard, and kind of helps you optimize for what Google's wanting for a top ranked site. So if as you're building out your website in the future, or if you do have one that you're working on, getting up to that 1,500 to 2,000 words is definitely kind of what you're going to want to be going for. Another thing that they don't have on here that I would definitely recommend is putting a contact form, so it's super easy for people to get a hold of you. So having a contact form in this area. Another thing they don't have is that this isn't click to call. So making that a click to call, people are doing mobile search oftentimes these days, and so for people to be able to click from their cell phones and automatically call your company, it makes it a lot easier. It's all about the user experience. So having that on your website definitely would help you guys out. Looking at the back end. So there's a couple things we look at here. Backlinks is a big part of them referring domains. So backlinks, how it was explained to me, is it's kind of like a high school popularity contest. So say the most popular kid in school, site A, gives the least popular kid in school, site B, the nod of approval. It tells everybody that he's cool, right? So he's getting a link to his page. And what that link does is it brings up the popularity of site B. So what you're looking for with backlinks is do follow backlinks, which means you're going to be getting some of that backlink juice back to your site to help with bringing up the rankings. So he has 372 backlinks, again, from 57 referring domains. 38 of those are do follow domains. The domains is really the main thing you're looking at here. So 38, definitely a doable task to pass that up. Would take you a little bit of time because you want to organically do this to where Google doesn't think you're trying to game the system. But that is definitely a doable task to pass up that 38 do follow domains. Looking at the next ranked, Dallas Roofing, Lawnsmith Roofing. Again, it's a decent site. Not a lot of content on here. He does have some, things on here where you can read more. But on this homepage, he's not really optimized for that 1,500 to 3,000 words. Looking at the back end of his site, he does have a lot more going on. He has 3.48, so 3,400 backlinks roughly, from 235 referring domains, with 170 of those being do follow. Again, that doesn't super scare me because oftentimes he would be ranking higher with those kind of metrics. So obviously those aren't like what we're looking for is related to the industry. So relevancy within these backlinks. So what this tells me, because he's not ranked in that top spot, that they're not really relevant to the roofing niche. So I wouldn't really worry about that as well. Again, you're going to be able to pass that up. But, looking at organic keywords, what you can kind of figure being in that top spot is roughly 33% of search volume is going to be going to that number one ranked website. So 33% of that 300, you're going to be getting 100 searches a month. Clicking on your website, you're going to be the top ranked just for one key term. So going through this, 250 here, if you're in that top ranked spot, that's another 33% of that. So there's definitely a lot of potential there for getting your guys' business ranked and gaining a lot of customers coming to your website. I talked about this Google Map Pack here. Again, this is very valuable territory as well because oftentimes people are doing these stuff from their mobile devices. And this just makes it super easy for people to be able to click to call right from their cell phones. So looking at your guys' GMB, I actually couldn't find you ranked on the first 5 pages. Going through all these, couldn't find you guys ranked at all, and then I kind of figured it out. Your guys' current description for SMC Texas Restoration Services, I'm hoping this is you guys because the number matched up. I don't know if it's a separate business you're trying to offer. If it is, then totally ignore what I'm saying right now. But if this is what you're trying to do for the roofing company, your bio here, your description, you need to have some roofing stuff in there just to help you rank for that key term also when it comes to the map pack. So definitely doing an update on this. And then I kind of talked about the citations a little bit. So looking at the top ranked for roofing for that search term, they have 56 citation sources, and that's name, address, phone number. So they have 56 for Lawnsmith Roofing and Construction. You guys have 27, so you're actually off to a really good start, but updating that about section in your GMB or your Google My Business listing would help you get ranked in these other keywords as well, to where you're showing up for roofing companies in Fort Worth. So I hope this helps. If you have any more questions, definitely reach out. We have a lot of availability for beginning of this week, but we are starting to fill up, so love to hop on a call with you and kind of go over some more things, so just let me know. Thank you.